Greetings from World Music Safari. In this episode, a gramophone from Africa. So I have something special today. I'm actually not playing any music with an instrument. I'm playing music with a record player that doesn't use any electricity and it still works, even though it was made in the 1920s. This wind-up record player is just short of a miracle. It's just a miracle that you can drop a needle on a record using no electricity and hear music. And I'm going to describe this in great detail, but this thing came from South Africa. A friend of mine brought this to our institution where I work, but I have to show you how awesome this thing is. Well, first of all, you wind it up. There's a spring in there that slowly tightens up, and it takes a lot of cranks for this thing to play just one side of a 78 album. So you can see the speaker itself is actually on top of the needle, which, by the way, there's extra needles in this little case right here, and if you look carefully, you can still see African dust inside of there. That clay, that kind of orangey clay in there, that's so cool. And so if I carefully place the needle right here at the beginning of the album, I kind of give it a little kickstart to get it going. So that's why needles are called needles even today. All right, let's actually play a record. I've got guylombardo here, and I think we're going to play my Little Grass Shack. So this album came out probably in the 40s, I would say 1944, 45 or so. However, this record player was made in the 20s, and it was a portable record player, and you can see this is where they'd store the records on the top, and then you can close the whole thing up using latches. And it's basically the world's first iPod. The one thing you have to be careful with it is the needle itself comes off readily easily, but that tube is hollow in there, and the bass, or subwoofer as it were, is the bottom of this record player. Now, as you can hear, it's pretty distorted, but again, there's no volume control, there's no anything. It's just wind and go. I just have visions of this thing in some sort of canvas tent in the 20s on safari in South Africa, with somebody kind of using a quill pen and a leather journal or something. It's just straight out of Indiana Jones. It really is. It's just something that's just mind-blowing to me, because basically the technology is the same now, even with our modern record players. It hasn't changed that much other than stereo and electricity. The needles are a lot different, but the needle works exactly the same way now as it does on this thing. All right, so let's listen to my Little Grass Shack. So as you can hear, they're doing construction around here, and there is a very loud, never a dull moment. There's about 1,000 condos going up in St. Pete. The late Jimmy Buffett used to call them condo commandos, and I tend to agree. So let's go inside. I can hear the Hawaiian say, "Oh, the line of Koa, Ike, Hallowell, Ake, Hallowell, don't belong till my ship will be sailing back to Florida. A grand old place that's always there to see. I'm just a little Hawaiian on the homesick island boy. I wanna go back to my fishing port. I wanna go back to my little grass shack in Hawaii." Alright gang, well that's a wrap through our tour of nostalgia and amazing technology. We'll see you next time on World Music Safari.